All right, guys. This is
Oh,
the album cover, and hold on just a second. I actually did not mute something, so now I just muted my Skype call. So if you heard anything or saw anything, please disregard. This is HFI02. And Tom Stockman said, hi YouTube, Mr. Popo did not make it in this game. But back to this game, we have Traven, the red Terran, and we have Axel, the blue Zerg. Now, a little bit about Axel. Axel is, he's a seasoned, hardened HFI1 veteran, and he's actually gotten a lot better since HFI1. He was an underdog in HFI1, but he ended up doing really well, and I think came in about third. So he's actually gotten so good that we in HFI for right now, until we get enough participants to have 2 brackets, we are asking all the players of a certain caliber to play randomly. That just introduces a new element that most people do not, most people aren't great with random. So he's playing random right now, and Zerg is his primary race. Now the map is Scrap Station, and this ramp is huge, which is why you can see the building placement of Traven, which is great building placement, by the way. He of course can have the supply depot up, and with this barracks right here, will create a wall, and he can do the same thing over here. But he can put the supply depot down also, and mine unobstructed from this investment geyser. So little problem with the words there, but it'll work out. So this extractor going down. So English is hard. We've got some spectators actually watching right now, and they are doing a great job keeping me in check, and if I need any sort of information, I will be glad to ask them, as they are on top of their game. So it looks like we do see actually Traven going straight for Marauders, and actually closing in this wall right now, and with a supply depot. I think you could still actually get through here with a melee unit and attack this tech lab, but he's going straight for concussive shells, which if we see a lot of Zerglings from Axel, it could prove to be a problem, because Marauders, of course, are not the best thing and not the best choice against Zerglings. But we do see Axel actually going to scout. No, it looks like he's going to expand. So fast expand, looking for macro. You can tell Axel, if you'll watch the first game in this series of 2 actually, you will see that Axel he was playing random, and he got Protoss. And you could tell he wasn't really at home in Protoss, but you can really tell the difference just in his playstyle, in the confidence that we can see from Axel. He's got his build order down. He knows what is going on, and Traven doing good right now. He's clumped up and clustered as much as he can. You can tell, of course, if you look back in the comments, you will be able to see that Axel did say he was Zerg. Of course, he could be completely lying. I'm not sure if this Overlord actually flew over and in such a direction that Traven could see, but if it didn't, then Traven is basically taking Axel at his word, which if he's not really prepared in the right way, that could actually be really bad. But we are actually going to see Traven building a barracks right now with a reactor, which, for those of you who don't know, reactors take forever to build, so that really could be a problem right now. All these Zerglings, I'm not sure, will really be impossible to hold off with 3 Marauders and looks like one Marine. So they actually just going to push these Zerglings back, poking around, seeing exactly what his opponent is doing at this point. Even got this Overlord right here, so he knows that he can feel safe. He doesn't see a factory or anything like that, so he knows that harass is a far distance off yet. Basically what he did in here, which is great, he poked around, saw his opponent's unit composition, so he knew what kind of units he needed to do well against, and saw the kind of building placement, so he knows if he's going for any sort of Baneling bust, which he's not, of course, because he doesn't have a Baneling nest, but if he were, then he would know exactly what to hit and what to target, and that's really important, because Banelings are so fragile and can do so much damage if you don't if you don't have that mindset before in a situation like this of what to attack. Then it could really cost you a couple banelings, and really one baneling could destroy like half of these SCVs, so that is really important to know. So we do just see more Zerglings being rallied outside the base. It'd be nice to have 1 or 2 over here. Actually, he's moving right now to check there to see intercept any sort of expansion. Actually going to go down here just as I say it, so I'd almost think he could hear me, but he can indeed not hear me. So Axel is he's got his roach worn out and is building up some roaches right now, just making sure he does not stay supply blocked, and right now doing his best to keep the map contained right now. So like I said, well, it's good to have a few over here to see about the expansion, but also you want a few over here to because I think you could walk a couple Marines down here and bypass that vision. So Traven is actually looking to expand. He's probably going to try to float up here to this island expansion. However, Axel has got that under control with that overload there at the top. So look at the army size right now. The army size are about even. However, and even actually the worker count is pretty similar too, with Axel having 2 more, and off of 2 bases he can get a lot more, actually transfer some of these workers down here to his expansion. That would be really good. This overlord is going to be taken out, it looks like. These marauders doing their best to shoot, but they just cannot shoot upward. So really the overlord placement by Axel is great. Because he's got an overlord here. He's going to see if these rocks are being broken into. He's going to be able to spot an attack here. Be nice if he maybe moved this overlord right up here so it could not actually be spotted. He's got an overlord over here, so he's going to know when this expansion is trying to be dropped over there. Got an overlord here in between the bases, so he can tell if there's any medevacs. Really, his overlord placement is great. And these roaches are going to come down here and attack the destructible rocks. So looking to close the distance between the bases here. And really, he's not doing a good job with his creep spread. His queens have enough energy to put down some tumors, and even, you know, an extra queen every now and then helping to spread that creep will really help to spread the creep and get better map control, of course speed. When you don't have an upgraded, which he's just now getting an upgraded movement speed for your roaches, then all the creep you can get is just what you want to get. And so looks like Traven's army is pretty much bigger. Axel is going to spot this army right now, though, with this overlord. These Marines coming turning back just in time, actually deciding not to take out that overlord. So Axel actually has sort of surround if he can run his Zerglings down here and come in the back with the roaches, but the roaches are not engaging at the same time. Not the best time to engage. These marauders and Marines are clumped up in a ball. However, more roaches are coming in here to reinforce. I think Traven is in a lot of trouble as his entire army is wiped out right now. Unit loss tab. As he has lost nearly double the resources, actually over double the resources. 700 times 2 is 400, and 450 is bigger than 400 all the time. So Traven is expanding right now and making an orbital command. Now is really not the best time to expand. He just lost his entire army. He still has a lot of units here. However, that's really not the best place for them. This one SCV down here is going to be just obliterated by these roaches, and Traven is going to be able to see that he is in trouble right now. He is choosing to stay inside his base, which I'm not really sure is the best thing to do. If he could come out here with some Marines and Marauders up here, he could surround, and that really would be best. Axel does have Burrow right now. I'm not sure if he does have the movement. He is getting the movement right now, but really, regardless, these roaches right now, unburrowing right now to take out these Marines. Really, his control here is actually trying to just distract his opponent as much as he can. But these burrows heal so quickly, and really that's what he's doing right now is burrow, and he can heal quickly. These Marines are in a great position to hold off these Zerglings. These Zerglings will die, however. There are all these Marauders out here. These roaches out here. The Marauders are going to have to try to pick off. Really a good scan right now. He's got enough energy to scan. He needs to scan and start killing off some of these roaches. He knows they're there, and really he needs to do something about this. He does scan and he starts shooting. So great job there. So right now he is really just staying as clumped up as possible. So he is continuing to try to expand down here. These roaches are going to just go in the corner of this. He really needs a Raven right now. A Raven. He doesn't even have a factory right now. However, he has enough minerals to certainly try to work around that having no factory. and get that factory. He's got a lot of Marines. He's going to need some more because Axel has Mulus on the way. Meanwhile, we look at the lost tab, of course, that I've already had open. Traven has still lost more, although it is getting slimmer and slimmer. So these SCVs are going to be started to take out by these Mulus. Does not really, Traven doesn't have enough Marines in the right position to handle these Mulus in such a way that they need to be handled, or that he wants to handle them. So he also a engineering bay would be a good addition to his buildings right now, as he could put up a couple of missile defense turrets. Meanwhile, Axel is just using his harass to buy him some time, as he is making more roaches and more zerglings right now. He does have a Baneling nest, so good deal. And I just realized I have not had the production tab open for a long time, so please forgive me. Right now, really the income of Axel is good, but it could be a lot better off 2 bases. It'd be nice to see 40 plus drones here, because really that would seal the deal for Traven. He only has 18 SCVs right now. He's really not trying to make them as much as he needs to, and we're not really seeing any sort of tech beyond Marine Marauder, which of course, don't get me wrong, Marine Marauder are very good. These Zerglings need to be attacking this destructible debris. They're not doing anything, and he knows that there is an expansion down here, so he definitely needs to be opening pathways. But instead, he's just going to come in here and attack, actually getting almost a complete surround on that orbital command. All 3 of those mules do die, and that is a lot of money. A mule is worth about 300 minerals. That's about how many minerals it mines in its lifetime. So that was about 900 minerals that were just killed by all the Zerglings. So burrowing right now, I'm not sure if that's burrowing so that he can hide his numbers from Traven or what, but he is choosing to burrow at the moment. And actually that command center does get taken out right now. So actually we're seeing a 3rd base by Axel. He really could take maybe a 4th as well. He's got the minerals for it. So really, Traven is hard contained at this point, throwing down another barracks. However, he is supply blocked as a result of that Mulus harass. So going to need to build some more supply depots before he can reinforce this Marine Army, which this Marine Army really is probably the best thing he can hope to have, except for the fact of these Banelings that are morphing in. So really against the Marine Army, these Banelings could, without the proper positioning, just tear it up. And of course, he really can't stem because he cannot heal. And if he had a Starport or something like that, Axel coming in here and just killing off the SCV, building that supply depot, realizing that that is how he can hurt his opponent the most right now. These Bailey's coming in here and just completely destroying the Terran army, along with these mules, just cleaning up. He's not looking in for Traven. He is doing a rock in a hard place, and that hard place's name is Axel. So Traven does GG. And that was a good second game. We hope that you tune in for the rest of the HFI. So without further ado, this is I'm Governor sign off.